What if you're in the middle of a natural disaster, a societal collapse, a real teeth-gritting survival scenario? You've got your supplies, you've got your plan, but then you see them, your neighbors, eyes wide with panic. It chills you to your core. Unfortunately, it's a reality many preppers face. The last thing you want is to attract unwanted attention. When resources are scarce, tensions run high. Even the friendliest neighbor can turn desperate. So today, we're uncovering 19 items you should never let your neighbors see. Remember that stash of supplies you've carefully hidden away? The food, the water, the gear that could be the difference between making it and, well, not making it? That's your lifeline, your secret weapon against the unknown. Think of it like this. You wouldn't hand a treasure map to a stranger, would you? Your preps are your treasure, your insurance policy against the unexpected. Keep them hidden, keep them safe, and most importantly, keep them secret. Because when disaster strikes, those supplies are your ticket to survival. Imagine this. The world outside is in chaos, but inside your home, a lush garden thrives. You've got fresh vegetables growing, defying the odds, a testament to your self-sufficiency. Now imagine your neighbor peering through the window, their stomach rumbling, their eyes filled with envy. Not an ideal situation, right? A hydroponic system, a secret garden tucked away in your basement. These are powerful assets in a crisis. They represent a continuous food source, a beacon of hope in a world potentially starved for it, so keep your green thumb a secret. Picture this, the grid's down, darkness has fallen, but your house? It's a beacon of light, powered by the sun, by the wind, by your own ingenuity. Now imagine your neighbors huddled in the dark, their eyes drawn to the only source of light. Remember, in a world gone dark, the less you advertise your light, the safer you'll be. Forget dollars and cents. In a true survival scenario, it's the unexpected items that become invaluable. Bottles of whiskey, heirloom seeds, even those rolls of toilet paper everyone hoarded, they become currency. And just like you wouldn't flash a wad of cash in a dangerous alleyway, you don't want to reveal your bartering power to just anyone. Those who haven't prepared will be desperate to get their hands on what you have. Remember, the less others know about your assets, the stronger your position in a barter situation. You've reinforced your doors, installed bars on your windows, maybe even built a hidden panic room. It's your sanctuary, your safe haven from the potential chaos outside. But if your neighbors see your home as an impenetrable fortress, it sends a clear message. You have something worth protecting, and that can make you a target. Don't make your home stick out like a sore thumb. Blend in, be discreet, and let your neighbors assume you're no more prepared than they are. An axe gleams in the sunlight, a sturdy shovel leans against the wall, a well-oiled saw hangs in your workshop. These are tools of self-sufficiency, crucial for gathering resources and maintaining your preparedness, but they can also be misinterpreted as tools of aggression, especially in the wrong hands. Keep your tools out of sight, store them securely, and only use them when absolutely necessary. Remember, the less your neighbors know about your capabilities, the less likely they are to see you as a potential source of help during a crisis. You've invested in energy-efficient appliances, solar-powered lights, rechargeable batteries. Your home practically hums with self-sufficiency. But in a world plunged into darkness, your humming home becomes a beacon, a siren song to those without. Just like with your off-grid power sources, energy efficiency screams, "I'm prepared." And while that's something to be proud of, it's not something you want to advertise during a crisis. Let your neighbors assume you're struggling just like them. Remember, in a world desperate for power, the less you flaunt yours, the better. Access to clean water is paramount in a survival situation, and if you've got a home distilling setup, you've got a significant advantage. You can purify water, making it safe for drinking and hygiene, but a distilling apparatus isn't exactly inconspicuous, so keep your distilling equipment hidden and your water purification methods to yourself. Knowledge is power, and in this case, knowing how to create clean water is a secret best kept safe. You've got enough food stored away to make a grocery store manager jealous. Cans upon cans, bags upon bags, all meticulously organized and ready for the long haul. It's a prepper's dream, a testament to your commitment to self-sufficiency. But to those who haven't prepared, it's a goldmine. And just like a prospector guarding their claim, you need to guard your stash. So keep your pantry a fortress. Remember, in a world facing scarcity, discretion is not just the better part of valor, it's essential for survival. Your bookshelf groans under the weight of survival manuals, first aid guides, and wilderness living encyclopedias. You've devoured the knowledge contained within, turning it into your own personal arsenal of preparedness. But those books, those guides, they're a beacon to those who haven't taken the time to learn. So keep your library of survival knowledge under wraps, store them discreetly, access them privately, and remember that sometimes the quietest prepper is the one who survives the longest. You've got camp stoves, portable grills, even a trusty fire pit tucked away for those off-grid cooking sessions. You're ready to whip up a meal whether there's a power outage or a full-blown societal collapse. But remember, the smell of a good meal can travel far, especially to those with empty stomachs. So be discreet with your cooking, avoid making a spectacle of it, and if you do decide to share, choose wisely. You've got packets of heirloom seeds tucked away, carefully labeled and ready to be sown. They represent the potential for future harvests, for self-sufficiency, for life itself. But they can also be a source of contention. In a world where food is scarce, seeds represent the future, and people will go to great lengths to secure their own. So keep your seed collection a secret, store it safely, guard it carefully, and only share it with those you trust implicitly. A hand-cranked radio crackles to life, delivering news from the outside world. A wind-up flashlight cuts through the darkness, illuminating your path. These simple, low-tech devices can be lifesavers in a crisis, but they also signal to those around you that you're prepared, that you're not reliant on the grid, that you've got resources they might not. So keep your hand-cranked devices under wraps, use them discreetly, store them securely, and remember that sometimes the most unassuming tools are the most valuable in a crisis. You've got maps, compasses, maybe even a GPS device. You know how to read the stars, navigate by the sun, and find your way. It's a skill that can mean the difference between safety and getting lost. It can make you a valuable asset. In a crisis, people will be desperate for guidance. So keep your navigation skills close. Knowing the way forward is powerful and best wielded discreetly. The decision to own a firearm is a personal one, fraught with responsibility and ethical considerations. If you do choose to own a firearm, do so responsibly. Remember, a firearm is not a solution, it's a tool. And like any tool, it needs to be handled with care, respect, and restraint. Sure, they might seem like a small thing, but spices and seasonings can make all the difference in a long-term survival situation. They can transform bland, monotonous meals into something palatable, even enjoyable. But they can also be a sign of luxury, of abundance, of someone who's thought ahead and prepared for the long haul. So keep your spice collection under wraps, and if you do choose to share, do so sparingly and with those you trust. You've built your own solar oven, rigged up a solar-powered phone charger, maybe even constructed a solar water heater. You've harnessed the power of the sun, turning it into a source of energy, a symbol of your ingenuity. But it's also a symbol of your self-sufficiency, of your ability to thrive even when the grid is down. And in a world desperate for power, that can make you a target. So keep your DIY solar projects under wraps. Be discreet about your capabilities. You've got water purification tablets, a portable water filter, maybe even a UV purification system. You understand the importance of clean water, and you've taken steps to ensure you have access to it, no matter what. But in a world where clean water is scarce, your ability to create it is a valuable asset, one that others might try to exploit. So keep your water purification methods a secret. Don't reveal your hand. Remember, in a survival situation, clean water is life, and it's a resource worth protecting. You've got a wood-burning stove, a rocket stove, maybe even a solar cooker tucked away. You're ready to prepare meals even if the power grid goes down permanently. You're a master of off-grid cooking, a culinary survivor. But remember, the smell of smoke, of food cooking over an open flame, can travel far, especially to those with empty stomachs. So, be discreet with your off-grid cooking. Avoid making a spectacle of it, and if you do choose to share, choose wisely. So there you have it, 19 items that, while essential for your preparedness, could paint a target on your back in a crisis. Remember, prepping isn't about bragging rights, it's about ensuring your survival and the survival of those you love. Discretion is your greatest ally. Keep your preps hidden, your skills under wraps, and your knowledge guarded. Stay safe, stay silent, and stay prepared.